What's up, YouTube? Four Leaf Cards here. I'm just trying to get through this massive mail day, and gonna try to do slabs here. Just did a little one. We're gonna try to get through all of these. Just go through, and I'll try not to be too chitty chatty, but just give you an idea of what I'm collecting and what I'm getting in the mail. Again, it's kind of crazy. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Well, there's a little bit. I mean, the big chunk of it's kind of like 80s stars, but we'll do a little bit of baseball. I got a little bit of football and whatnot. We'll try to get it all done, so it should have a little bit of variety for you guys today. So here's Benintendi. Of course, I'm a Red Sox fan, so here's a Benintendi rookie. Wanted to make sure I had one of those. This is in a 10. So really excited about that. This gets me excited, mostly because I didn't come to the hobby before I could get this. So glad I got that one. That's a sweet pickup in 10. I mean, that's pretty rare. And again, most of these cards, I'm pretty sure that Benintendi included, would have been under $10. So, and that's delivered and everything. So here's a Robles. I got one of the first boxes I ever pulled. I pulled a Victor Robles autograph, rookie autograph. So he's got a little spot in my heart. He's not taken off maybe as good as he could, but you know, the rosters are pretty heavy. But here's a 9 in his rookie. Here's my Red Sox rookie here, Rafael Devers. It's in a 9. So pretty pumped. He's been doing pretty good this year, so that's exciting. I got a bunch of Papelbon in my collection, so it's this is his rookie card in a 9, so I felt like I needed to have that. I've been trying to target 9s. I just don't have the money for 10. I mean, I'd rather get a 9 here and buy a couple other ones, and just get 9s instead of go for the 10s. Maybe that's probably bad in the long run, but you know what, a 9 is good enough for me. And everybody just says collect what you like and what you afford, and I like that card and I could afford it, so I went for it. Here's the Beckett 9 of a Griffey Jr. rated rookie. I mean, this card just brings back memories. I mean, this was one of the ones. Upper Deck was, obviously everybody likes that Upper Deck card, but Upper Deck was kind of a premium product. Kids like me, we couldn't really afford Upper Deck packs. So we were kind of playing in the tops in Don Russ and Score field, and only certain people had Upper Deck. So this was the card, man. I remember I actually had somebody gift this to me. Probably like 1995 or something like that. It was probably worth a lot of money then. But again, 9 of a rated rookie on Griffey Jr. for like whatever, $8 is a pretty good deal. This is a shilling in a Red Sox uniform in an 8.5. I think this was like $4 or something. So I couldn't, this is the problem with, going online. You get these things for $4 and it's like, did I really need that card? Probably not, but I mean, it's pretty cool. It's got like some shine to it with the stars. I don't know. I'm talking myself into it just like I did when I put it in my cart and clicked checkout. I'm sure you guys can relate to that. Here's an SGC 9 on a 87 Fleer update, Greg Maddux. Another thing was like updates. I never had any updates growing up. It was, whatever you could buy in the grocery store. We didn't really go to the card shop a whole lot, so if ever. So these updates are like cards like I never could have. So, man, when you see like a 9 87 update Maddux, you're like, yes, sir, I'll take that for $7. And that's how I get myself in trouble. So here's a same thing here. Tops traded, 87 tops traded in a 9. Greg Maddux, and that's the card. I mean, I never had that before. So here I am. See it on the internet. $7 or something like that, and you just take it. All right, now we're getting crazy. Here's Canseco in a Red Sox uni, Gem Mint 10. This is going to be one of my top ones. I mean, he's just crazy right there. That about sums up Jose Canseco, don't you guys think? That's the guy right there. That's the Canseco that I know. Gem Mint 10, and who else wants that card, right? Who thinks of Canseco in a Red Sox uni? Nobody. So the price on that 10 with him in a Red Sox uni is like $4. So I took it. And it makes, to me, that makes a lot of sense. Here's 86 tops traded. Canseco at a 9. And again, these 86s, if they're at a 9, to me, that's like good enough. Like really good enough. I'm trying to get him to focus a little bit. But we all know what this card looks like. And there he is, just kind of looking like, yeah, I don't want to be taking this picture, but here's another Canseco in a Gem 10 in a Red Sox uni. Got his mullet coming out the back. Yep. One of those picture-in-picture kind of things. Real creative there. Real creative. But I think it was like $3 or $4, so I can't complain. And this is one, okay, Carney Lansford, all right, is an A, right? I mean, I had Carney Lansford for me, played for the A's, played for the A's, played for the A's. And to have Carney Lansford, now I think Carney Lansford was kind of a good player. Maybe undervalued a little bit. I guess I haven't looked back at his stats or anything, but he played for a good long time. And, you know, with the competition, for you to play a while in the majors, you got to be pretty darn good. So, but here's Carney Lansford in a Red Sox uni in a Gem Mint 10, and I think it was like $5. So I had to have that because I always liked Carney Lansford. I would get his cards, and for some reason I was drawn to them, but just not an A's fan, so I didn't collect them very much. But here's a 2001 Fleer Greats, Don Mattingly in a 9. I think it was a couple bucks, you know. So Donnie Baseball, of course I'm going to take that. Barry Bonds, 86 Fleer Update. I mean, these are the cards. Again, Update I couldn't have as a kid. It just, you know, you didn't have them, and the people that had them didn't want to trade them. So these cards were very hard to get. This is an 8. It's got a little corner wear on it down here on the bottom, but otherwise it's a pretty nice card, you know. So other than that little slight ding on the bottom, there's not much wrong with it. But Barry Bonds an 8. I think that was a couple $5. Here we go. Another 87. Don Russ, Barry Bonds, mint 9. You know, with the black borders, this one's hard to get 9. And I didn't see much of 87 Don Russ. I guess that where we were, a lot of us kids had tops. So these cards are really hard to get. So I'm like, you know, as an adult with some money, it's like, heck yeah, I'll take that for like $7. Let's get into some McGuire stuff here, it looks like. This is a 9 Superstar Spotlights. Looking pretty rugged in his A's uni. I don't think it was too much money, so I bought it. Now we're getting into the older stuff here. 87. Now this is Fleer Update, Glossy in a 9. I think that was a pretty good deal for whatever I paid for it. And this is, so here I have it. Glossy and non-glossy, both in the new holders, so that means somebody submitted them recently. But 2 9s, glossy and non-glossy McGuire. This is kind of a cool one. This is a sticker, 81 top sticker and a 9. Those are really hard to find in 9s. Just a good picture of Ricky. So I don't think it was too expensive, so I had to have it. Here's another Clemens in a 10. Whipping the ball. Nothing too fancy. Ran a couple Randy Johnsons here. Both in 9s. 89 Upper Deck and Fleer Update. And that Update one is kind of rare to get. Not rare, but rare for me as a kid to get. Here's that iconic Frank Thomas. I wish it didn't have the name on there, but it's mint 9. And I think it was a couple $7-8. Something like that. Here's some early Pedro stuff in a 9. Another 91 Upper Deck Final Edition Pedro in a 9. Here's a 92 Manny in a 9. You know, just good to have these cards, I think. You know, a lot of these rookie cards. Glavin. Again, here's that Fleer. I've been opening some of this, and it's hard to get good quality cards out of these, some of these late 80s, well, any 80s, I guess. Pack. So to have that in a 9 and a slab and a new slab is pretty exciting to me. Here's a Billy Buckner, 84 in a 10. Red Sox uni, I think was it 84, the first year he came over to the Red Sox? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure. Here's a Giambi Classic in a 10. I think I had that one raw too. I just showed that in another video. Here's a Bagwell Hall of Famer in a New Britain Red Sox card. So that was pretty cool. In a 9 to have a Hall of Famer in a Red Sox jersey for a couple bucks, absolutely all day long. Here's the Kurt Schilling. Now it's the Phillies in a 9, PSA 9. But just a beautiful card. This is 1993 Finest. That was a really nice set of cards. And this was as I was getting out of the hobby. So I think I missed a lot in the 90s, but trying to make up for it going forward. Here's Clay Buchholz in a 10. He didn't really quite do that great, but pretty good Red Sox player. He played pretty good. Just not going to make the Hall, and pitched really good for a World Series team, so we'll have him there. Here's Dennis Eckersley in a 9 from 82 Topps. These are hard to find, and he's in the Red Sox uni. And to go right next to that, there's a Gem Mint 10 Eckersley from 83 Donruss in a Red Sox uni. Let's see what we got here is Carlton Fisk in a 10 Ballpark Classic 2002 Fleer. To have a Hall of Famer in a 10 is pretty cool. This was another card that everybody wanted. It was Topps traded Will Clark, but here it is as a 9. I think these 86s are a 9 is like pretty darn good. Well, we all know this card here. It's I got a bunch of these. Really pulled a couple out of some boxes here recently, and the non-covered up version. And actually, my wife's jealous, so we're gonna try to get some more boxes and have her open up, see if she can't pull. She's not into cards, so we're gonna see if she can pull a Billy Ripken. She's intrigued with this card and how somebody would do that. So, but here that is at a 9, and just a couple more here, and then we'll get into the other sports real quick. But here's 2005 Pujols. I've been adding some Pujols to my PC, so I have a chance to get this in a 9 for couple $6-7 was pretty good. And then this is 61 Topps Beantown Bombers in a 6, so pretty good condition in a 6. And I wanted to have that. It just looks like it was like a cool picture. Boston, jerseys in there holding the bats. And I haven't been doing a whole lot of vintage stuff, but I wanted to kind of dip my toes in, and I feel like PSA was kind of the best way to start doing it, but maybe that's, who knows. I'm kind of up in the air with this stuff, with all this talk about trimming and fixing and all that other stuff. But I thought, you know what, for a couple bucks, this vintage card in a 6 with a pretty cool set of vintage players from the Red Sox is pretty cool, so had to have it. Let's do a crossover card. I remember this card, 94. This is just when I was getting kind of out of the hobby, but Jordan was coming in as a big thing. But it's this 94 Collector's Choice rookie card of Michael Jordan. He's kind of like shooting a basket with a baseball, so pretty cool card. I remember that one from the old days. And that's Jordan. Then let's go to basketball. I got one basketball. This is a 98 Topps Chrome Paul Pierce in a 9. And I think that's a rookie card of his. Yep. All right. Here is a Warren Moon. And I am not an Oilers fan, and I'm not necessarily a Warren Moon fan by any means, but the first Patriots game that I ever went to, they played the Oilers, and Warren Moon was the quarterback, and we had really good seats. And I remember sitting there watching the Oilers beat my Patriots and thinking, wow, Warren Moon is one heck of a quarterback. I mean, he cleaned our clocks. And our seats were on the visitor side, so we kind of maybe 4 rows up, and I saw Warren Moon in person as a kid, but he was a big dude. Back then, as a little kid. I mean, I don't know how tall he is, but anyway. All right, got a couple of PSA 9 Brett Favre rookies. I had another one of those, so that makes 3 of them that I've got. I just think, Brett Favre's one of the better ones. I mean, hey, he's no Tom Brady, but Brett Favre's pretty darn good. I can't afford Brady cards, so I guess Brett Favre sneaking into my PC a little bit. Here's another Brett Favre draft pick, so another rookie card of Brett Favre in a 9. 1995 Fleer metal. This was just like a really cool. I don't know if you can see the shine on that card. You can't. Well, yeah, a little bit there going. But Brett Favre card, another one there, and then here's another kind of 1995 select in good shape, but kind of shiny Brett Favre cards. I guess I'm a Brett Favre fan. I don't know if I really want to admit that, but. These were 2 Jerry Rices, and all those Brett Favre cards are going for like $7 or $8 or something, so you can barely get them graded for that. And here's this same thing, 2 Jerry Rice cards. They were like side by side, and I think they were like $6 or something like that. So just like really shiny, really nice cards, with decent grades on them for, I don't know, $6 each or something. Like, why wouldn't you? Oh, here's this is the last one. I hate to end like this with a Brett Favre, but. This is a SGC 9 of a Brett Favre. It's kind of got like some tack to it. Looks like the football's got some raised, like the grip is raised a little bit. It's got a little shine in the middle. But just a nice Brett Favre card, I guess. And I don't think I paid much more than $6 or $7 for it. So basically the cost to get it graded. So this is my big piles of graded stuff, and between this and the other video, I think that's all the graded stuff that I have at this point. You can pretty much see it all here in a couple piles, and a little bit of everything, mostly Red Sox, I guess, but and Brett Favre. Oh man, I might have to like trade all my Brett Favres for one Tom Brady or something, maybe. But anyway, hey, I got a couple more things to do on this mail day, so appreciate you guys watching this one of all my graded stuff. And if you guys are breaking anything, best of luck to you, and don't forget to collect to connect. Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you want to see the other stuff coming down the road. All right, thanks guys. Have a great day.